My workplace replaced me while I was on bereavement leave. Now I am their biggest client's new CEO. When my father died unexpectedly, I requested 2 weeks of bereavement leave from Kingsley Hep-Inns, where I'd been account director for 7 years. My boss, Richard, approved it with a sympathetic nod and generic condolences. The morning of my father's funeral, I received a company-wide email accidentally included in the thread. Emma's accounts have been permanently reassigned. Her position has been eliminated due to restructuring. No need to mention until she returns from family leave. I sat in the church wearing black, reading that my career had been buried alongside my father. When I returned to the office, Richard feigned surprise that I'd received the email. "We were going to discuss this compassionately upon your return," he said, not meeting my eyes. Unfortunately, the pandemic forced difficult decisions like keeping the 3 account managers with less experience but lower salaries. Difficult decisions announced while I was literally lowering my father's casket into the ground. I cleaned out my office that afternoon, declining Richard's offer to provide a stellar reference and connect me with industry contacts, the same contacts who already knew I'd been let go while on bereavement leave. Pertinent news travels fast in advertising circles. What Richard didn't know was that my father, despite our complicated relationship, had left me something unexpected, not money, but a significant ownership stake in Mitchell Industries Parte, one of Kingsley's largest clients. My father had been a silent partner for decades. For 3 months, I said nothing. I learned everything about Mitchell Industries, scheduled meetings with key personnel, and reviewed all marketing materials Kingsley had created over the past 5 years. I found mediocre campaigns, overcharged services, and complacency born from a long-standing relationship. When Mitchell's CEO announced his retirement, the board paired, influenced by my newly discovered ownership position, Parrott offered me the role. My first official decision, requesting proposals from all major marketing agencies in the region. Richard's expression when I walked into Kingsley's conference room for their pitch presentation was something I'll treasure forever, a perfect blend of confusion, recognition, and pure panic. "Emma," he stammered. "What a surprise. It's actually C.O. Bennett now," I corrected him. "Mitchell Industries has been a loyal client of Kingsley for 15 years. We are exploring whether that relationship still serves our needs." Their presentation was decent but relied heavily on past work my team had created, parent work credited to one of the account managers who had replaced me. When they finished, Richard leaned forward eagerly. "We value our history with Mitchell Industries and look forward to continuing our partnership. History is precisely what we're evaluating," I replied. "Mitchell has paid Kingsley $14.3 million over the past decade. In return, you've delivered campaigns with declining performance metrics for the past 7 quarters. I slid a document across the table. "This analysis shows your creative has grown stagnant, your media buying inefficient, and your account leadership inconsistent, perhaps related to terminating seasoned directors during bereavement leave to cut costs." 3 weeks later, we signed with their main competitor, a smaller agency hungry to prove themselves. Kingsley lost 22% of their annual revenue overnight. Richard was asked to resign shortly after yesterday. I received a pleasant request from Richard, looking for new opportunities in marketing leadership. I accepted it, not for networking, but so he can see my updates about Mitchell Industries' record growth under new marketing direction. Sometimes the worst moments of your life lead to opportunities you never imagined, and sometimes corporate restructuring restructures more than they anticipated.